witnessed the most horrifying moment that happened in your life?
Some roads aren't on any map for a reason. They're scars, wounds that never healed. In the high deserts of northern Arizona, truckers whisper about the Devil's Backbone. It's not a place you find by accident, it finds you. The legend, a desperate driver, a shortcut, and a road that feeds on fear. Old-timers warn of men who vanished only to reappear changed, haunted, never the same. Some quit driving, others refuse to drive at night. No one agrees where the Devil's Backbone begins. No signs, no name, just a rumor with teeth. They say it was once a pioneer trail, a place where time twists and the dead don't rest. Survivors speak of strange lights, whispers on dead radios, and things that shouldn't be. Most drivers dismiss it as a campfire story, a relic of tired minds. But every so often, a driver goes missing. A truck is found abandoned, and the whispers start again. The old-timers just shake their heads. The Devil's Backbone got another one. James Holloway didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in horsepower, deadlines, and his 18-wheeler. 15 years on the road, he'd seen it all. Nothing could shake him, or so he thought. One night, parked outside Flagstaff, a call came just after midnight. High priority load, triple pay, a shortcut through old unmarked roads. The coordinates didn't match any highway. The dispatcher insisted, just follow the route exactly. James hesitated. A shortcut not on the map? Unusual. But the money was too good. He fired up his rig and left the safety of the rest stop, heading into the unknown. The highway faded to cracked asphalt, then dirt. The turnoff was marked only by a splintered post. No sign, no name, just darkness. Every instinct screamed to turn back, but stubbornness and the paycheck pushed him forward. He turned onto the path. He was on the Devil's Backbone. The road was barely a path, narrow, winding, swallowed by fog. Gnarled trees scraped his trailer, the air grew cold, and the fog moved with a mind of its own. James slowed to a crawl, heart pounding, feeling utterly alone. Then came the bumps. Sharp, rhythmic thuds under his truck, as if he was driving over something placed there. He peered into the fog, but saw nothing. The feeling of being watched crept in. He grabbed his CB radio. "Breaker 19, any drivers on this route?" Only static replied, then a faint distorted whisper, like a warning. In his headlights a small figure appeared, a girl in a white dress, barefoot, staring with empty eyes. James slammed the brakes, heart racing. What was a child doing here? He wanted to help, but something primal held him back. Her stare was vacant, unseeing. He fumbled for the radio. "Dispatch, come in! There's a child on the road!" Only static. And then, whispers. Not from the radio, but all around. "Turn back! You don't belong here!" Panic surged. He floored the accelerator, leaving the girl behind, not daring to look back. He drove for what felt like hours, passing a lightning-scarred oak tree. Relief flickered, until he saw the same tree again, impossibly, minutes later. The road was looping, trapping him in circles. The whispers grew louder, now inside his head. "You can't leave. You're ours now." The fog thickened. The darkness pressed in. The Devil's Backbone was toying with him. Desperate, James veered off the path into a clearing, and froze. Headlights revealed a field of abandoned trucks, old and new, rusted and draped in cobwebs. A graveyard of rigs, final resting place for drivers who never escaped. He killed the engine. Silence pressed in, broken only by whispers from the dead trucks. Radios crackled to life, a chorus of static and screams, the terror of every lost driver. James covered his ears, but the horror was inside his head. He knew, escape, or become another monument in this haunted field. Adrenaline surging, James roared back onto the cursed road. Suddenly flashing red and blue lights appeared behind him, a 1970s patrol car, siren wailing. The officer inside, pale and gaunt, pointed deeper into the darkness, commanding him to drive on. The patrol car pulled alongside. The officer's face was a skeletal mask, eyes black voids. Not human, a specter, guardian of the road. The ghostly officer pointed forward again, more insistent. James realized the road wanted him to drive in circles until he gave up. But he refused. He swerved, aiming for the patrol car. His truck passed through it like smoke. The lights vanished. He was alone, but the terror lingered. He drove for what felt like forever, fuel running low, hope fading, then a faint gray line on the horizon. Dawn. Sunlight pierced the fog, the whispers faded, and the road straightened. Suddenly he was back on pavement, the Devil's Backbone gone as if it never existed. Shaken, he pulled over, staring at the empty desert where the road should have been. Was it a nightmare? Exhaustion? He checked his dashcam footage, just hours of fog. Then a single frame, the ghostly patrolman grinning into the camera. James never drove a truck again. He moved, tried to forget. But every year on the anniversary a plain envelope arrives inside, a crudely drawn map of a road that doesn't exist. The Devil's Backbone never lets go.